everyone. Let's continue with the basic electronics video lecture sessions. In today's session, I am going to explain the topic that is P-channel E-MOSFET. There are two main types of the E-MOSFET. The first one that is N-channel E-MOSFET and the second one that is the P-channel E-MOSFET. So let's start with the definition of the MOSFET. The MOSFET, that is the metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. The E-MOSFET, that is nothing but the enhancement MOSFET. So we have studied the two definitions of the depletion type MOSFET and enhancement MOSFET. The depletion type, that means we require the VGS, the gate to source voltage, which is used to switch the device off. The depletion mode MOSFET is equivalent to normally closed switch. And similarly, what is the type of enhancement? In the enhancement type of MOSFET, the VGS is used to switch the device on, and the enhancement MOSFET is equivalent to the normally open switch. Thus, we have the two types of the enhancement MOSFET, as I have said, that N-channel E-MOSFET and P-channel E-MOSFET. So in today's session, we will continue with the P-channel E-MOSFET. Look at this, these are the two symbols of the E-MOSFET. One, the first one that is N-channel E-MOSFET and the second one that is the P-channel E-MOSFET. Actually, in the E-MOSFET, we will have the four terminals. Which are the four terminals? Drain, gate, source, and the fourth one that is the body terminal, that means the substrate terminal. Always the substrate terminal and the source terminals are connected together. So we can draw here the three main terminals, drain, gate and source. Look at this. This is the source and substrate terminal are connected together, and always arrow must be drawn on source terminal. If arrow is inside, then it is known as N-channel E-MOSFET. If arrow is shown inside the circle, as shown in this first symbol, then it is known as N-channel E-MOSFET. Similarly, if the direction of arrow is outside the circle, like this, the second symbol, then it is known as P-channel E-MOSFET. So these are the two symbols with the four terminals, and MOSFET is always with the four terminals, drain, gate, source and substrate. Source and substrate terminal are connected together. So let's continue with the construction. This is the P-channel E-MOSFET construction. Always remember, if we are drawing the N-channel construction, then the substrate will be of P-type material. But right now we are drawing the P-channel E-MOSFET construction, then we will have to draw the substrate. The main substrate will be of N-type. So we will have the N-type of substrate, and two heavily doped P regions are used as a drain and source. So the P doped regions, P-type material, are known as drain and source. Initially, there is no existence of the channel. That means we will have this construction without channel. So this is the main important thing to remember, that there is no existence of the channel between drain and source. The channel will be created later on by connecting the batteries or after connection of the biasing. Look at, these are the metallic contacts between drain and source. Gate is always insulated by the SiO2 layer. Initially, there is no channel. These are the most important point for the E-MOSFET construction, right? So now let me discuss about the working of the P-channel E-MOSFET construction. So for working, I have drawn here the diagram circuit with the two biasing batteries. One battery is connected with the input and another battery is connected with the output. The input side battery, which is negative, as shown in this diagram circuit, look at this. This is the VGS, which is negative. For P channel, we will always connect the negative VGS. So for working according to this construction with biasing two batteries, one input and one output. The input battery is known as VGS and the output battery it is denoted by VDD. Okay, so according to this VGS, if it is 0, if it is less than 0, and if we will increase the VDS, we will discuss these three cases in the working in detail. Okay, so according to this P channel E MOSFET construction, look at this is the N type of substrate and P type of heavily doped two regions which are known as drain and source. So I have connected one battery between gate and source, that is VGS. If we will not connect any battery, then it will become case number 1. The case 1, that is VGS equal to 0, that means there is a short circuit between gate and source. If we will not apply any battery at the input side, then there is no movement of the electron and hole carriers into this construction. So we will not have any of the moving carriers or no channel will be there. Therefore, the current will be 0. ID is equal to 0 if there is no battery at the input side. So let me discuss the three cases. Case 1 VGS equal to 0. Case 2 VGS is less than 0. That means in case 2 I will connect the battery which will be the negative. Negative battery will be connected with the gate terminal. See, this is the VGS minus VGS. The negative battery terminal is connected with the gate terminal which is insulated from the channel. There is no metallic contact between gate terminal and substrate. This is the P channel E MOSFET working diagram. If I want to explain the detailed working, look at this. This is the gate terminal which is negative, and due to the gate terminal, negative gate terminal, holes will be attracted towards the gate terminal. As and when holes will be continuously attracted by the negative gate terminal, there will be the layer of holes near the SiO2 layer. And this layer is known, newly enhanced layer is known as channel. This is known as induced P channel. Because of holes are collected near the SiO2 layer, the induced channel material will become P type, positive holes. So P type channel will be created into the N type of substrate between drain and source. There is a small layer existence is known as created channel or enhanced channel. Thus, according to the cases operation when VGS is equal to 0, if there is no battery is connected, no biasing is connected at the input side, we will have no current. Zero drain current will flow. That means absence of P channel. We will not have any channel and there is an absence of channel. If we will connect the VGS battery at the input side and if it will be negative, that means negative battery terminal is connected to the gate terminal, more and more holes will be attracted and electrons will be repelled by this negative terminal. So due to that, minority carriers of N-type substrate will get attracted towards the gate terminal and they will be collected near the SiO2 layer. Thus, there is a new enhanced or induced channel will be created so that conductivity increases and current flows. More and more holes will be created, so the current will flow due to the holes, right? And conductivity will be increased so that ID current, drain current will be also increased, so that we can draw according to this working cases two characteristics. One characteristic, that is input characteristic, that means current versus input voltage, and another characteristic, that is output characteristic, that is also current versus output voltage. Look at this. This is the p-channel E MOSFET characteristics, and according to the characteristics, we will draw here the ID versus negative VGS and ID versus positive VDS. According to the first characteristic, first graph, as negative VGS increases, -1 to -2, -2 to -3, continuously ID increases. So this is the input characteristic of the E MOSFET, P-channel E MOSFET. And the second graph shows that we are taking the particular constant VGS. For example, first of all, let us take the VGS is equal to -3, and if we will increase the VDS positively 1, 2, 3, we will get the positive ID current. And continuously we will select the different constant VGS is equal to -3. Then we will draw the another graph of example VGS is equal to -4, -5 and -6. So I have shown here the different examples of the output curve. So these are the two curves. One is the transfer curve and the second one is the drain curve. So according to that, we will have the two characteristics as per the three cases of the working. If VGS is equal to 0, that is the first case, at that time ID is equal to 0. No current flows. And as we will connect the negative VGS at the input side, we will get the increased drain current and newly created enhanced channel, and that's why the name of this MOSFET is enhancement MOSFET, right? This is the ID versus negative VGS, right? This is the input curve that is known as transfer curve, and this is the another curve that is ID versus VDS, that is known as output curve or drain curve. Here I am taking the constant values of the VGS, which are the negative values, and I have drawn the different 4 graphs for 4 constant values of the VGS. So dear students, always you will have to remember that if you are drawing the N-channel enhancement MOSFET, then we will use the P type of substrate, and if we will draw the P-channel enhancement mode MOSFET, then as per the construction we will have the N type of substrate and negative input battery. Negative battery terminal is connected with the gate. Negative VGS is applied at the input. These are the constant value of the VGS for drawing the drain curve. Thus, dear students, in today's session I have explained the P-channel enhancement MOSFET symbol, construction and working cases. And there are 2 characteristics that we have drawn, transfer curve and drain curve, that means input characteristic and output characteristic. If you have any doubt, you can mail me, and thank you very much. That's all about today's session. Thank you.